Hey guys, welcome back to Magneq channel. So as a part of our day 4 interview series cracking, so today we'll go with remaining questions. What are the next questions we have? We already done with our proper questions. We are already done with our education background questions. We are already done with our experience level background questions, right? So what are the next steps? What are the next HR questions you get through your self introduction? Okay. So in our process of self-introduction, we got 7 points. That is whatever it might be, your full name, proper education or experience. Then you come to the 4th point, if skills. So what are the questions we get on skills? Okay. So if your skills are more than 2-3, they might ask you to rate your skills. That is how much you rate on your Java skills, or how much you rate on your .NET skills. Why do you have these many skills in your thing? Are you a multiple management? How did you learn all these skills? These kind of questions you might raise on your particular thing of skills, what you put in your resume or what you express in your self-introduction. So yes, how to rate? They ask you to rate your skills on a scale of 5 or 10, whatever it might be. If they are not mentioning your rate, how to rate on which scale, then you can take a scale of 5 and never get outrated rating like 4.55, because that shows an overconfidence. You can tell 3.54. If you miss something also while during the test of technical questions, it might be manageable, and they can feel that you are answering genuinely. Okay, so that is what we prefer. So if you are rating on a scale of 5, give some 3.5 to 4.5 or each skill, not go before 4.55, because that makes that creates an impact of over confidence. So don't do that. So if they ask, let us take some Java full stack development. Right? So how much you rate on Java? How much you rate on SQL? Based on complete your rating only, sometimes in your technical questions will be there. If you are less rating yourself, don't give complete less rating, but give in an average rating. If they ask you question, if you are answered, that is well good. If you are not answering, it will be manageable. That is what the trick is. Okay, right? You're done with that. So skills, that comes in technical skills. Some people might mention that you are very good at communication skills. If you mention some communication skills, then they might ask you a question. Why did you mention your communication skills is your good skill? How do you rate your communication skill, and why do you want to make this into this? So what is the reason behind giving your communication skills in your skill set? So then you can give an answer a kind of, I am very good at communicating to people. People easily understands what I say, and people gets me, and they will be comfortable with me, and I can express whatever I want to tell in my mind. And so even you are more comfortable, and people will be also impressed by my communication skills. They love to talk to me more to get more points from me even. So I have a good communication skills, so I rate them upon 3.5 to 4. You can give your answer in this way. That creates an impact, and you will go to the next question. So skills, what we are getting the questions? Rating. Second thing is, why do you rate? And might be some technical questions you can get on your particular skills what you mentioned. If you have a communication skill as your skill, then you might express that you are good at communicating to people, and people easily understand your communication, and you can make people listen to you even in a lot of disturbance. Through your communication, you can attract your people. That is how you give the answer. So the 4th step, what are the skills? Done. What is the 5th step? After skills, we went to the projects, right? So what are the projects? For experience and education, here we have different, right? In experience, people mention your projects. what are the projects you done in your previous company, they might ask you to brief the project what you have done in your previous company. What is your role in that particular project? Okay. Why did you, what are the skill set you used in this particular project? So for the total 3 questions, you can give a single answer that. So my role in my previous project is as a supporter or a developer in this particular project, which is a domain of life insurance or something, and I was playing a major role in this project because what are your things, how you did that project? You can explain your project briefly, and these are the skills I used in this project. This helped me to gain my experience, and this was one of the favorite project of mine that I deal with. Okay, experienced people can answer like this. For freshers, then how about freshers in project? You might mention your college project or your internship in that case, right? So in that point of thing, how do you answer? What if you see something like the thing you have is your main project? Let us think, engineering people mostly have a main project. For BCom and some other things, some from other background students might have an internships, or you can add them. So in my BTech main project, I worked as a developer in the role of developer to my project, or in the role of designer to my project. And we have does these all things in my project. This is a summary of my project. You can explain your summary of the project. And I really loved and enjoyed the project time with my friends. We all combinedly make the project. So that was one of the best project of my college, right? If you tell like this, so they might impress that you are very good with project handling and team management and being as a team member. So done, your project questions is done, either for experienced or fresher. You might raise the same questions, you get the answers. Done. So what is the next? Project done. We have only 2 things left ahead. Hobbies and interests, and then family, right? Hobbies and interests. Why not hobbies or interests? As we also previously described and also discussed in our previous sessions of self-introduction of in our first session, you can go through back to that video. Hobbies, what is difference between hobbies and interests? You can mention both hobbies and interests. Hobbies will be something what you mention in your free time. Interest is something what you are going on, right? Okay, so hobbies and interests you will be mentioned, right? So they might ask, why are you why is your hobby is dancing or singing? Okay, why is your interest, why are you passionate about getting a government job, or why are you passionate about software field, right? Why are you passionate about choosing Java development? These kind of questions you might get. Then you can answer these questions with I am very passionate from my childhood to become a software developer, because you can make it somewhat funny, because during our childhood we only have the things kind of what we express, right? You know, we'll see in movies, we'll see in cartoons. We passionate to be like a Superman also during our childhood. But on growing, we will be coming to know what are the things. It might be your father's or mother's dream also to get to you to be an engineer or doctor or whatever it might be, or a software developer. So yes, so it might be a dream of your parents. So it is a dream of my parents, and I was very passionate to fulfill that dream. If not, it's only your dream. It is my dream, which I thought of from my childhood, and even I strived for it in every minute to have to get it up. So that is the reason I was here for the interview. So that so I was passionate about becoming a software developer. Right? You got my answer? So when you are telling the passion, regarding your passion, you should portray your love towards that. That is what the main thing we require here. Right? So that is done. Yeah, if they ask about your hobbies, if you mention some kind of reading books, writing, these type of hobbies, they might ask, are you a story writer? Or else, if you told you are a good reader, what type of books do you read? And if you don't have a reading books habit, but you mentioned reading, you can tell like, sir, I love to read memes. Yes, it is also a reading. I love to read memes and comics. You might definitely do this even for a fun also. You might sometimes you do it. You can get something, a joke apart or jokes books. I love to read. You can mention that. No need of giving any author. I don't remember author, but I randomly see some pages and I read them. That's it. So no complication, nothing. Will be simply we can close that, right? We are done with two again, hobbies and interests. So clear. So we was left ahead with only one thing, that is our family. And family comes to, they might ask you to speak for a while about your family, and or they might ask you the best moment with your family. So they might ask you that when you struggled a lot with your family situations, you can give your live examples, no issue. That would be very simple. Like sometimes you can also mention like I had a family trip with to some holy place where we enjoyed a lot. We did whatever the things you did from morning to evening, you can explain. If they ask for some worse situations, not so worse, but we had some trouble during some situation, but we came out of it and we are very happy now. Or else you can mention, though we are poor and we are striving to succeed, we always make a hard work. That was a worse situation, but we are trying to put our hard work, though the luck comes or not. You can support like this also. Fine. So we have lot of questions today from only your self introduction, right? So attract your interviewer with your self introduction and get raised your questions which you know itself, and you also prepare, right? That trick that is why our self introduction very impactable and impressive, and you can get lot of questions, and your almost span of your interview will be reduced by this in your technical perspective also. So okay guys, let us discuss something else in our next topics and next videos. For more videos like this, do subscribe for Magneq channel, like, share, and click the button down, bell button, so that you can be notified with the videos. Thank you. Bye bye.